Assalamu alaikum to everyone who's watching this video lecture. This is Vakar from Camry International Science College at Talagang. Welcome to all the student in classroom training video lecture. I hope you would be fine and you would have prepared all the lecture whether they were delivered by me or Sir Mumtaz. As you know that your online classes have been taken by every teacher, whether they are teaching English, Urdu, mathematics, etc. So dear student, you cannot use another source. As you know very well that in this lockdown situation, every institution that is related to your education is closed. So there is only one option for you, and this option is only online classes. You can avail only this option for your study. There is no another channel or option which can be helpful for you and for your studies. So dear student, right now it is time for you that you would have to pay heed or intention or attention to your study. When you are not going to pay heed to your study, then you are going to face a very big problem, a very big disaster. So when you will come in college, you should not have a blind mind. You should have something in your mind when you will come to the school or college. That's why we are here. We are here to deliver you lecture about different topics. As you know very well that the grammar portion is taught by me, and the other portion which is related to your text, it is taught by Sir Mumtaz. So dear student, you must have to follow both the topics, whether these topics are related to grammar or text, whether these topics are taught by me or Sir Mumtaz. Both sections of your English language are important. You cannot get rid from one portion and to pay heed to another portion. No, you will have to follow both the portion equally and with interestfully. So right now, as you know very well that in previous lecture I was talking about present indefinite active voice. Right now I'm going to teach you about the passive voice. What is the passive voice of present indefinite, and how can you indicate that Urdu sentence is related to passive voice? How can you indicate? How can you know about it? What is the secret to know about that this particular sentence is related to passive voice, not active voice? I'm going to narrate these all things within very handsome manner. No subject in a sentence. First condition is कि जब जुमले के अंदर when there is no subject in a sentence, that sentence is related to passive voice. Remember, one thing is absolutely clear, that when there is no subject in a sentence, then that subject is related to passive voice. It means that there is no one who is performing an action in that sentence. The action is going on without the helping of subject. उसके अंदर सब्जेक्ट मौजूद नहीं है, और जब सब्जेक्ट मौजूद नहीं होता, that particular sentence is related to passive voice. It is the first indication of passive voice. And what is the second indication? Subject misses its place. I have told you many times when I was delivering the lecture about active voice that the combination of SVO, subject, verb and object, here the combination has been broken. यहाँ पे वो combination टूट चुका है. SVO, the combination of SVO has been broken, and when that combination is broken, so that time that sentence is related to passive voice, not active voice. As you know very well that in combination of SVO, whether it belongs to Urdu or English, subject always stands on front. Subject always leads on front, whether we talk about Urdu language or English language. मिसाल के तौर पे वो खाना खाता है, वो पहले आ रहा है. He eats meal, इसके अंदर ही क्या है, पहले आ रहा है. When we talk about the sequence of SVO, it means that the subject, whether we are talking about Urdu or English, the subject is always leading. Subject is always leading or subject always leads on front. Urdu हो या English हो, आप subject पहले. But here in this case, subject is not leading on front. Subject front पे नहीं आ रहा, वो object या verb के बाद आ रहा है. And when the subject misses its place, जब अपनी जगह को छोड़ देता है, that sentence is also, dear student, included in passive voice. उसको भी हम passive voice का कोई अलग टॉपिक नहीं है, ठीक है. Any sentence can be changed from active to passive if these two conditions are present that sentence. किसी भी आप जुमले को एक्टिव से पैसिव बना सकते हैं अगर ये दो चीज़ें उसके अंदर मौजूद हैं. क्लियर? सो राइट नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू नरेट, आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन द इक्वेशन of passive voice regarding present indefinite. It is a little bit awkward thing that I am talking about the equation of English language. So it is not an uncommon thing for these days. In modern English, the English equations are derived by the linguistics in this form. First of all, object and third form. These two things are compulsory. These two things are, what it means, that in every passive voice, whether you are being taught passive voice of present, past, future, can, could, modal verb, etc., you must have to write object at the start of the sentence, at the front of the sentence. And third form of verb is also compulsory in every passive voice. You cannot use the second or first form of the verb in passive voice. You are bound to use third form of verb. So these two things are compulsory, object and third form of verb. अब आपको ये कैसे पता चलेगा ऑब्जेक्ट? मैंने आपको टेक्निक बताई थी, जो मैंने आपको अपनी तरफ से बताई थी कि आप कौन लगाओगे, तो you will be able to know about it. So right now I'm going to make a sentence. You can see this. खत लिखा जाता है. खत लिखा जाता है. So what is the verb? लिखना. Who is writing? There is no one who is writing a letter. It means there is no subject in a sentence, and when there is no subject in a sentence, that sentence is related to passive voice. So this sentence is related to passive voice. So I am going to construct this sentence. First of all, you are going to use, किस चीज़ को लिखा जा रहा है? खत को. ऑब्जेक्ट. ऑब्जेक्ट क्या है यहाँ पे? So letter. लेटर के साथ आपने फिर क्या करना है? इज आर एम. अगर आपका लेटर सिंगुलर है, सॉरी आपका ऑब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है तो आप इज लिखोगे, प्लूरल है तो आर, और अगर आई है तो यू आर गोइंग टू राइट एम. सो हेयर द ऑब्जेक्ट इज सिंगुलर बिकॉज इट इज बीइंग टॉक अबाउट वन लेटर. सो वी आर कंपेल्ड टू यूज इज. हम यहाँ पे इसका इस्तेमाल करेंगे, हम मजबूर हैं क्योंकि ये रूल के मुताबिक है, क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है. लेटर इज. क्लियर हो गया? अब थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब क्या? राइट फर्स्ट फॉर्म है, रोट सेकंड एंड रिटन थर्ड. लेटर इज रिटन. इट मींस ये आपका सेंटेंस क्लियर हो गया. नेक्स्ट. पौधों को वो पानी देता है. सो हेयर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम गोइंग टू इंडिकेट द वर्ब इन दिस सेंटेंस. पानी देना क्या है? वर्ब है. एंड हु इज़ वाटरिंग? कौन पानी दे रहा है? वो. किस चीज़ को? पौधों को. सो राइट नाउ यू कैन सी, यू कैन लुक दैट सब्जेक्ट मिसेज इट्स प्लेस. सब्जेक्ट अपनी जगह पे नहीं है. ऑब्जेक्ट पहले है और सब्जेक्ट बाद में है, यानी सब्जेक्ट इज नॉट लीडिंग ऑन फ्रंट इन उर्दू लैंग्वेज. सो व्हेन द सब्जेक्ट इज नॉट लीडिंग ऑन फ्रंट उर्दू और इंग्लिश, इट मीन दैट पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंस इज एसोसिएटेड विद पैसिव वॉइस. किससे जुड़ा हुआ है वो? पैसिव वॉइस से. एंड यू नो वेरी वेल दैट इसके अंदर वाई का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, और मैं वाई का यूज़ आपको लेट के अंदर बता चुका हूँ, और इसी तरह आपको जो पीछे आपने पैसिव पढ़े उनके अंदर भी. प्लांट्स, ये प्लूरल है एंड वी आर गोइंग टू यूज और. प्लांट्स और. वाटर इज a verb and at the same time it is also it can also be used as a object. इसको आप वर्ब के तौर पे इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, ऑब्जेक्ट के तौर पे भी. प्लांट्स आर वाटर्ड. वाटर पानी देना भी होता है और पानी भी होता है. सो थर्ड फॉर्म इसकी है वाटर्ड. प्लांट्स आर वाटर्ड. आगे आ गया बाय. सो हम ही नहीं इस्तेमाल करेंगे वो का, बल्कि हम वो का जो ही है उसकी जगह हम बाय के बाद हमेशा ऑब्जेक्टिव केस आता है, हिम इस्तेमाल करेंगे. सो यू हैव ऑलरेडी थॉट अबाउट इट दैट व्हेन इट कम्स बाय और लेट, जब बाय या लेट आ जाता है, देन यू आर कंपेल्ड और बाउंड बाय द लिंग्विस्टिक्स, बाय द नेटिव स्पीकर्स दैट यू आर गोइंग टू यूज़ ऑब्जेक्टिव केस ऑफ सब्जेक्ट. आप उसका सब्जेक्टिव केस नहीं लिखोगे, बल्कि उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव, ही से हिम, शी से हर, दे से देम वगैरह. सो आई एम गोइंग टू वर्ड सेकेंड पार्ट विच इज रिलेटेड टू नेगेटिव. इट्स क्वाइट ईजी, इट्स क्वाइट acceptable. So here you are going to use is, or, and am. Just not. You are not going to do something extraordinary. You are only using not after is or am. आप सिर्फ is or am के बाद क्या कर रहे हैं? not का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, and the sentence will be changed from affirmative to negative. So these sentence can be molded in negative. खत लिखा जाता है, खत नहीं लिखा जाता. Letter is not written. You can see that we have just put only not after is. Nothing new has been done in this sentence, only we have put not after is. This sentence also we can mold it in negative sentence. Plants are not watered by him. Here also we have just put not after are. So it is obviously clear that when the sentence is related to negation or negative, you have to only follow this, that you are going to put not after is or am. When you will try to this thing, that particular sentence will be changed from affirmative to नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस, वो मुस्बत से नफ़ी में तब्दील हो जाता है. इसकी आप एक स्क्रीन शॉट ले लें, एंड आफ्टर दैट आई एम कमिंग एंड आई विल गो एंड आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू फर्दर रिगार्डिंग दिस टेंस. Dear student, I hope you would have taken a screenshot of it. So I am going to erase all which have been written here. Dear student, it's all about your interest. It's up to your attention. When you are going to pay attention or heed to your lecture or topic, you would be able to grasp something from that topic. Otherwise, it will be a great loss for you. So right now we are going to discuss about the third part of which is known as the name of not interrogative, it's interrogative. What is the question when you made interrogative? Is or M plus object. You are going to use object, your after is RM. Is RM will lead on the sentence. ये हमेशा स्टार्ट पे आएंगे. अब उन्हीं जुमलों को हम कन्वर्ट करते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल उर्दू लिख लेते हैं, आसानी हो जाएगी. क्या ख़त लिखा जाता है? How can you say that this sentence is related to interrogative? Because it is asked a question in this sentence, and when you are going to ask something from someone, that phrase, that sentence is related to, that clause is related to interrogative. ये दो चीज़ें, क्या और question mark are the indication of interrogative sentence. Here I am going to construct this sentence in passive voice. First of all, object खत, इसके साथ is लगा था तो is पहले आ जाएगा. Is a letter. A question arises in your mind that why have I used a or a? I will explain it in the lecture of article when it will be delivered by me. Is a letter or written? It is looking little bit awkward, but it is the way to make this sentence. Is a letter written? Are the plants? Right now you cannot use a or a because here it is collection. ये जमा है तो आप यहाँ पे दा इस्तेमाल करके. आर द प्लांट्स वाटर्ड by him? So right now it is converted from affirmative to interrogative. Here I am going to take another example. क्या मुझे इनाम दिया जाता है? तो इनाम किसको मिल रहा है? मुझे. आई के साथ क्या आता है? एम. सो एम विल लीड ऑन आई. आई बाद में आएगा और एम पहले आएगा. एम आई गिवन, थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब कोई चेंज नहीं आएगा. एम आई गिवन अ प्राइज. प्राइज कहते हैं इनाम को. नेगेटिव इंट्रोगेटिव भी बन सकता है. एम आई नॉट गिवन, तो ये नेगेटिव इंट्रोगेटिव. सो डियर स्टूडेंट, it is obviously cleared by me to you about passive voice of present indefinite. I hope you would prepare this lecture according to the need and level of the lecture. You must have to write your notes. You make your notes. They will be very beneficial for upcoming days for your future. Take care. Bye. Allah Hafiz.